Salute to Westside Gun, man. Peppers is still my shit, even now. D.J.S Music and Battle Rap. You already know what it is, man. Chrome 23 finally dropped the Hitman and Easy the Block Captain. Not even finally. It's actually kind of fast, to be honest with you. Salute to Chrome 23 for that fast drop, to be honest with you. Let me say this as well. Shout out to Avo. Avo. Beautifully shot. The intro promo video, that 2-minute promo video, dope. Dope. I love the way it's shot. I love the way the battle is shot. Salute to Avo. Salute to Avo. Beautifully shot. Shout out to Vix too. Let me say this though. Hitman and Easy. We already know what the general consensus kind of was coming off the first watch. But now it's officially out. And I'm seeing different opinions. Let me say this. Mine ain't changed. I knew what I felt that night, but I want to do the due diligence and say when it drops on YouTube and everybody gets to see it, now we could all talk about it. All right, cool. Let's talk about it. Let me say this. I think this battle comes down to material. Because let me say this as well. I don't feel like Hitman was really performing all that much. After going back and watching it multiple times, I don't feel like he was actually moving a lot. Wasn't utilizing the stage a whole lot or nothing like that. And I did say in my initial blog, I felt like he was trying to bar a lot. But within that, it took away from his actual performing. Get to the material. His first round, we all know he was wilding. We all know he was wilding. But a lot of what made it like that, I feel like was the flow that he was utilizing at certain points. It was a build-up into. Still a dope round. Still a fire round. He still was in his duffel. Still was in his duffel. I ain't taking nothing away from that. He was still in his duffel. But as far as material is concerned, I think that's where this battle is really at. Like I said, content meets performance. Content is material. His material was never bad or whack the whole battle, but it just wasn't super potent. I don't feel like his material was that crazy. It was good, but I don't think it was that super crazy, as it may have needed to be for what Easy was doing. I think that's what it comes down to. Even within this first round, it's all solid material that's built into flows. The coin flip, that was cool. The Beasley call, bullshit, that was all cool. Count money in a small room, all that stuff was cool. But it's good material. Is it potent? Is it really that hard-hitting? To me, I don't feel like it was. That's just my personal opinion. But it's good, solid material. This round is still fire. He's still good the whole battle. Let me just say that again. He had good material the whole battle. But how potent was it? How strong was the substance? How strong was the content? In contrast to what Easy's doing. That's where the battle lies to me. The whole juice, squeeze, eliminate. People felt like that was a reach. People felt like that was kind of a reach. The Bel Air thing, episode 2 and all that. Have another episode, die again. That was cool. Good material. Good material. The cinematics, give cinematics. That's good material. Name a word after. All that is just good material. But it's not super potent. 2 Jasons and all that. The flow of it was cool. That's what made that for me. It was sold right there for me. And this is where people are trying to judge this battle at the first and the third. Okay, so let's go over the first and third. This first is good. The whole flow of it, going into the face shot, trace it, the whole remix and everything that run into it. The Mason and MySpace summon. That whole flow is fire. But it's the flow of it. It's the flow of it. What he's actually saying word for word, it's just good material. It's cool. It's cool. But Easy is saying potent shit. And I feel like that's what it comes down to. This is all good material. All of this was good material. Best for 24 hours, all that kind of stuff. People gonna feel that because it's Hitman. So the material is good. There's nothing really bad here. The standover shit was hard. I will say that. You get this right, that was hard too. He had hard shit in there as well. So compacted together, it's a fire round. Had a remix in there. It was dope. Those braces in your mouth. Stop acting like a bad guy. All that was good. So he had a compacted fire round. But it's the potency of what Easy was doing that just kind of comes in and kind of beats it. Even when he starts off, I'm going to pinpoint problems like diagnostics. That's not the line he's saying to me that I'm catching. I'm catching where he's going with it. Pinpointing problems. You're telling me right now, you about to break this nigga the fuck down. And that's exactly what he pretty much did. By the time he hit the cinnamon in the ground, all that type of shit, that was a hate maker in the first 12. That was a hate maker out in the first 12 to 16. So he's out the gate. He's showing some shit. Ain't this your brother? You ever talk to him before he gets you in some shit? What did Cal say? When it's real, it don't even got a rhyme. That's just hard. It has potency to it. And he's talking to two of you. He's talking to Show and he's talking to Hitman. Shooter come from Tubi, don't know how to act. We all know what that is already. He had fire shit that had potency to it. It was the potency to it. By the time he got to the whole basketball scheme, 20 halves of, what do you say, 20 a coke, 10 a cut. That's a double-double. It's the potency. Even if you're not into that lifestyle, you know what you're watching. This is battle rap. You know this comes with it. You know this comes with it. This type of material, this type of content is what comes with it. And that's going to take me to the third in a second. I'm going to get there in a minute. But that whole entire thing, he's even talking to John and all types of stuff. You have to learn how to eat with the alphabet soup and all of this shit. It's so much compacted potency. It's deeper than what Hitman was actually saying, or cutting at least deeper. It's hitting at least harder. That whole basketball scene, it was it after that. It was it after that. I give him the first. I feel like if you want to say it was even up until he hit that basketball scheme, from there on out, I said this in another blog before, he took off. He beat him in that last 20 meters in the race. He beat him in that last 30 meters. He got him. I give Easy the first. The second, there was nothing really to talk about. I felt like Hitman kind of slipped up in the beginning and all that too. The Easy run jogged my memory. That was cool. But for the rest of the do bars and the hurricane, that's what hurricanes do and all that. That wasn't crazy enough. Talking to chess and all that kind of stuff, that was cool, but that wasn't dope enough either. Because you're comparing it to what potency was just being spit from Easy. And that's where it comes down to. What Easy's saying is so potent, that's what we gotta compare to. He didn't give us enough of his performance attributes for us to judge off of that. Wasn't enough jokes, didn't control the stage enough, didn't control the room enough. A lot of the performance attributes that Hitman comes with, I didn't see in this battle. I feel like he was trying to borrow them. I said that in my first vlog. I feel like he was trying to take a different approach, and that approach just didn't work. Easy got this second round clear. He's talking the show out. Ain't you the boy? And this, that, the third. Send him, like, he was saying so much. And he said that whole line about I got daughter and weed. Crossing 3 strands. Learning how to braid. I got a daughter. Salute to my wifey. We got kids. That's more potent to me. That's more potent to me. The second is a rap. Nothing even to talk about in the second. The second is a rap. There's nothing really to talk about in that second. The third is where y'all were trying to say y'all gonna give it to Hitman, but it's like off of what? What did you guys hear in the third? The 3 rebuttals was fire. I'll give him that. Not the rebuttals in itself was fire. The fact that he did it. The fact that he did 3 rebuttals, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. 3 rebuttals is, you gotta give somebody the credit for that. But after that, I gotta keep it a buck. What was really being said? The second rebuttal, I'll give him that. The second one, I'll give him. The ring on you one, okay, cool. The other 2 was just kind of cool. Then you're telling him about why you selling drugs to get out and this, that, the third. Okay, I get that. I totally understand that. But the content in which we are here for goes along the lines of that. Battle rap. So you're going to have to load the Lux 3rd round that shit for that shit to hit. That wasn't there. That wasn't there. Money and accolades, that wasn't there. You brought out Show Out. That was close enough. And you're not from Philly, but close enough. That was cool. That was cool. I feel like one of his best lines was the whole lawyer. Make sure he has a better pen than me. I like that. I like that. Other than that, telling him about my father had bet on a football game and for 4 touchdowns or something like that. That's not going to beat the potency than what Easy's using. The stuff that he's talking about. He's talking about his parents and it's totally different. It's totally different. And he still had little lines in there, the arrow on your back and all that kind of stuff, like a Amazon worker. He still had like actual cool lines in there too. That everything in my gun, true events, you get to watch disclaimer. Bruh. The potency is too there. It's too much. Beef with us is like Sunday morning at grandma's house. We clean and sweep that whole crib. I get that. That's gonna resonate with me because I had to do the Sunday cleaning shit. We still do it now. My lunch and everything done on Sunday. Easy got this third too. Warning shots because the cannon saved my life too. It's hard. He's saying a lot more harder shit. The shit that he's saying is harder. Like I can go through line for line. I got lines written now, but it's almost like a 20-minute blog for. I mean, respectfully, it doesn't take 20-25 minutes to break all this down. In my opinion, this battle was over after the second round. In my opinion, Hitman was not. The material wasn't there. It was good material, but it just wasn't potent enough. That's all it really was. The material was good, but it was not potent enough. It was good. Maybe it could have beat another dude. But Easy was up there talking about a whole bunch of deep shit. Well-tailored shit. Using the parallel between your basketball and you knowing basketball and him in the streets and doing it. He tailored shit for you. I don't feel like you tailored enough for him. Trying to go the other route from what he does and talking about what do you know about missing a counter on money and all that type of stuff. He could have did the same thing too when you really think about it. You hustling, you probably going to miscount sometimes. He probably could have said the same shit. Talking about your father and all that type of stuff in football games, that wasn't it, yo. But anyways, man, this battle is a 30 bag. That's my official call on this battle. It's a 30. You could debate the first. I'm not debating the third. I'm not going to debate the third. This is just too much. Russell Wilson, even that whole LLC, you'd have to own it. That Get Back, you'd have to own it. Russell Wilson, you have to accept this little future. Come on, bro. It was too much, man. The whole research. I hustled for research. The judge gave me a clinical trial. Jesus shit. D.J.S, you know what it is, man. 3-0 easy. But shout out to Hitman. He's still a legend. We still respect him. I try to be really cool on this blog. Because I really want to say, Easy kicked this man's fucking ass. I really want to say that. But I want to chill. Salute to Hitman. Salute to Easy. Salute to Chrome 23. I didn't know what it is, man. DJ, you know what it is. Remy, my salute, man. Love the drop. Avo, great shot. The entry is beautiful. Again, shout out to Vix. DJ, you already know what it is, man. 1.